Well, we may just be pulling off a bit of a Christmas miracle here. A promising couple of systems could bring snowfall that will make for a white Christmas and colder air by the end of the week. So we have snow showers across northern Minnesota today, pretty far up in the northern part of the state. This is the first of 3 disturbances this week to affect us. It'll be out of here by late this evening, and again, not really affecting us in southern Minnesota other than the clouds, and not a lot of snow, but up to an inch or so for parts of the Iron Range and mainly up along the international border. Those areas that have been lucky with snowfall so far all season, it's been confined to that area. But we get our turn tomorrow, and it looks like on Thursday too for the southern half of the state. We've got a series of systems lined up, almost like a train here through the Pacific, that are going to really make an effort to whiten things up here across central and southern Minnesota into Wisconsin by the end of the week. And it looks like temperatures could just hold on enough where we might just pull off that white Christmas, which did not look very promising last week. I talked about it would take a surprise system, and it looks like that Thursday system could be that surprise that we need. So each of those slamming into the west coast and then moving across the Rockies towards us. So the first one coming up for us here in central and southern Minnesota will be tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, snow will fill in across southern Minnesota, reaching the Twin Cities probably in the afternoon. So morning commute should be fine, but the evening commute probably will be a little messy. Not a ton of snow tomorrow, but enough to make for a potential problem. Temperatures won't be too cold though, so salt should work on treated roadways. Will be mostly in the 20s tomorrow, but looks like the bullseye for heaviest snowfall will be around Marshall to Mankato. That's where we have the best chance of maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow, and then further north from there, maybe an inch or 2 in the Twin Cities. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model. It's a little more aggressive with the snow, and you can see that wider swath of 2 to 3 inches that does start to reach into maybe the south metro. So I wouldn't be shocked if we get some 2 or 3 inch amounts in some of the southern suburbs, but I think most of us an inch to maybe 2 in the Twin Cities. And then Thursday, snow develops early in the morning, all day snow, wrapping up Thursday night. Behind it will come some cold air, but this is the more promising system. Now this is looking at 4 different models with a 10-to-1 snow to water ratio. And if you remember, we talk about this every winter, that the ratio of snow depends on atmospheric conditions, temperature, one big thing, depending upon the layer that occurs. It's going to be more than a 10-to-1 ratio. I don't think it's going to be as high as the Kuchera method. This is one method we use for calculating ratios. I think it's a little too high. So you see some of these amounts that are 6 to 8 inches. That's probably too high. It's probably in between somewhere. So I think a solid 3 to 6 inches, though, for the Twin Cities area and much of central Minnesota. Behind it will come some cold air, which is good. That'll help keep that snow in place. It is going to warm up early next week. We are looking at some 30s, but it probably won't be warm enough to melt all that snow if we can get several inches of it. But highs Friday in the teens, single digits in northern Minnesota, so it is going to be pretty frigid here Friday, Saturday. Friday night, probably close to 0, sub-zero for most of central and northern Minnesota. This air mass not as cold as the one we got through last week, though. So it will be chilly end of the week, but not dramatic. Near 40, though, today. Good thing we don't have any snow left to melt because it's a very mild day for that. Tomorrow, though, we will see those snow showers again afternoon into evening. Inch or 2, and then Wednesday a little cooler behind that, should see some sun. Thursday though, that's the big story that we're watching, and that track could shift still. It's not set in stone yet, but it is looking promising. Behind it, colder air, brighter skies for Friday and Saturday, and then not as cold by Sunday. And again, it looks like by early next week we could see highs near freezing.